Hi, my name is Demelza. Please
Hello.
like and subscribe. My first memory.
So welcome back to another Reacts video, watching another animated one. Next time I'm thinking of doing something different, maybe try not to laugh, cutest animals, something, but let's get into it.
Of Mom is of her voice. She'd sing lullabies to me every night, and it was the most beautiful sound in the world. The minute she stopped, I'd start screaming for more. By the time I was 1, I could hum every lullaby perfectly.
So to become like a good singer or something, you just have to have like your parents sing you
Dad would
lullabies?
play the grand piano, and I'd jump onto his lap and press the keys, delighted by the sounds I made. On Dad's 30th birthday, there was a grand celebration at our mansion. In the middle of it, I climbed onto the table and started singing the birthday song. Suddenly, a hush fell over the room. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you. When I was finished, I looked around in surprise to see grown men crying. Oh my God, she has the voice of an angel. I always had a feeling Demelza was gifted. I'm so proud of you, darling. My parents hired the best musicians and vocal coaches for me, and there was no stopping me after that.
Of course, you're
At
brilliant.
every party, I'd put on a show for our guests, and I'd make them pay me too. My life was perfect
You'd
until
make them
one
pay.
day when everything changed. When I was in the 3rd grade, Dad had just returned from a business trip, and
Okay.
I stopped short when I saw a scrawny little girl get out of the car too.
Whoa. He goes on a business trip, and you're like, yay, he's back, and he comes back with the little girl? Oh my God! Did he go to the adoption center or something?
She was trying to hide behind Dad, but he gently pushed her forward. Demelza, this is Isabel. She's your sister, and she's going to live with us now. Will you take care of her? I looked into her scared, dark eyes and immediately took her hand. Always. But the day Isabel walked in, a dark shadow was cast over our happy home. That evening, we overheard
So far
a
it's been going
huge
up. So
fight
far the
between my
story's good.
parents. You've
Okay.
broken my heart, and now you've brought a reminder of that to live with us? She can't stay here. I won't raise a child that isn't mine. She has nowhere to go. Her mother's gone. I know you hate me right now, but please, don't take it out on her. She's just a kid. I didn't want Isabel to hear this, so I said, "Come on, I'll play something for you. What's your favorite song?" I didn't fully understand what was happening,
What is her
but
favorite
one
song?
thing was clear. Mom hated Isabel. She pretended like Isabel didn't even exist. But Dad and I adored her, and
Oh, that's the man! Bro's arm is longer than a giraffe's neck. Oh my God.
we more than made up for Mom's ice-cold attitude. But in the 8th grade, we got some news one day that turned our worlds around. Dad had been in a terrible car accident, and he was gone. We were all devastated. But Mom just shut herself up in her room for weeks. One night, I was reading a story to Isabel when Mom suddenly barged in. "What are you doing in my daughter's room? You're just a poor maid." Mom, are you okay? She's
What if she gone delusional from the dad's death? She's that heartbroken. Just
not a maid. This is Isabel, remember? How could I forget her? Everything bad that's happened to us is her fault. I stared in
She's
horror
just a
at
kid. She was driving the car. It's not like she killed her mother.
Mom as
She was
Isabel
driving the
started
car.
to cry. "Pack your things first thing in the morning, Isabel.
Oh, it's going
You're
uphill,
going
now
to
it's
be
going-
sleeping with the maids now." What? No, she's not going anywhere.
The plane's almost
Either
crashed.
she goes to the maids or the orphanage. This is her last night here. As Mom was leaving,
No.
she suddenly pounced at Isabel, grabbed her stuffed bunny, and threw it in the fire.
Okay. Most likely it has a connection to her mom. What is wrong with you?
No, my mom made that. Isabel cried for hours, and I hugged her to sleep. What had happened to my mom? The very
She's
next
gone
day,
insane.
Isabel was shifted to the maids' quarters and made their helper after school. I was scared she'd be sent away, so I didn't fight with Mom, but I'd sneak food to her and help her with her homework at night. And at school, we could always hang out together. But one day, I was really surprised to see Mom marching into the principal's office. "Mom, what are you doing here?" "Oh, I'm here to withdraw Isabel from school, of course." "You can't do that. She has to go to school." "Why?
Yeah, it's a basic
She's never
human
going to be
right.
anything but a maid like her
In
stupid
America, that's a right. It's illegal to keep a child home.
mother. You don't need an education to sweep floors. As she turned around, I grabbed Mom's wrist.
Whoa.
If you make her drop out of school,
Saul.
I will too. And I'll tell everyone why. Are you sure you want everyone to know how you really treat Isabel, Mom? Dad would be
No.
so disappointed
Losing
in
all
you.
her money,
Mom
losing
looked
all the
shocked,
investors.
then angrily pulled her arm away and left. I'd won this little battle, but God
You
knows
won't win
what
the
she'd
war.
do next. Things
What is
weren't
that
great
position?
at home, but at least I had Eric. He was my boyfriend for
You have a boyfriend too? Oh my god. Oh my god,
2
you had the
years and
perfect
was
life.
just crazy about my voice. One evening when I was on a date with him, I suddenly started getting calls from Isabel.
Come home right now.
I ran home to a scene of complete chaos.
Maybe she's
Mom was
sending her to
tearing
the
apart
orphanage.
Isabel's room. What's going on? Your dad's watch is missing, and I'm going to search all the...
Whoa! Whoa! How does she have the toy? How does she have the toy? It was set on fire. How? Come on, MSA. You gotta be better
the
than that.
maids' rooms. And when I find it, I'm kicking out the thief for good. Just then, a servant came from another room, saying it was under Mom's personal maid's bed. Mom looked completely shocked to find out it was her, but she threw her bags out instantly. Some days later, it was Isabel's 13th birthday, and I snuck into her room with a cake. When she blew the candles out, I asked her what she'd wished for. I wished her mom was dead. Isabel, you...
Whoa, whoa. It was going good at first, then it went down, then it went up with the boyfriend, and then she's going, you playing his oome scratch.
You don't mean that. She's my mom. Isabel stayed silent, and I got up to leave. I'd never seen that look of hatred on my little sister's face before. In the middle of all this drama, I had a huge audition coming up. A prestigious music academy was looking for talent from different schools, and being selected
That is prestigious if you got that statue thing. Yeah, that looks prestigious.
would be a dream. But 5 days before the audition, I woke up with my throat hurting. I called out to the maid, but to my horror, my voice was gone. Mom rushed me to the doctor, who diagnosed me with laryngitis. What he said next left me shocked. Your voice will return to normal soon, but this is the end of your singing. If you strain your vocal cords too much, you could lose your voice permanently. I just couldn't believe it. On the day of the auditions, I slipped into the auditorium with Eric, feeling devastated. I wanted to be up on that stage more than anything. And then, one of the judges said, the last performer is...
The guy on the left look like... They're just like... The one with the pink hair looks like some influencer. The one in the middle looks like like a mom that helps out with everything at school. The one on the left looks like a wealthy businessman. It's like, yes. Yes, very good singing talent. I'll give that a 5 out of 20. What you need to do is...
Miss Isabel. Wait, what? Isabel stepped onto the stage and started singing. You made me insecure. I was stunned. Her voice was beautiful. The judges gave her a standing ovation and said they'd be in touch with her soon. As everyone started to leave, I caught up with her. Isabel, that was amazing. But why didn't you tell me you could ever sing like that? She brushed my arm off angrily, her eyes blazing. You never asked. You just assumed that you're the only one with any talent. But I guess that's something we both got from our father.
Okay. Leave this girl.
It makes you unhappy, doesn't it? Why would you say that? I've always had your back, Isabel. Yet, I've been living as a maid in my dad's house for years, and you did nothing. You think sneaking me food makes up for how I'm treated? No.
She's trying her best. Okay, if she argued with Mom, you would go to an orphanage.
It doesn't.
Probably
All
would've
it
had a
does is
better
make
life.
you feel good about yourself. Isabel, I tried. You should have tried harder. I hate you, Demelza. As she stormed off, I felt heartbroken. As Eric walked me back home that evening, suddenly a cyclist came charging straight at him. I pushed Eric out of the way just in time, but he landed on the pavement
You killed your boyfriend to make him not get hit by the bicycle. No! You're an idiot.
and hitting his head. I quickly called an ambulance, and after hours of waiting at the hospital, we were shocked to get the news. Eric was in a coma.
He's not dead.
The doctors were hopeful he'd wake up soon, but weeks turned into months, and before I knew it, a year had passed. I was almost done with high school, and Isabel was in her music academy on full scholarship, but we never spoke anymore. One day when I went to see Eric, I was shocked to see him sitting up in bed. "Oh my God, you're awake!" He gently pushed me away. "I'm
Whoa.
sorry. Who are you?" "Eric, it's me, Demelza, your girlfriend." "Can you sing?" "Yes. Well, I used to, but then I got sick and had to stop, remember?" "No. I just know that my girlfriend sings beautifully. I couldn't move or see all these months, but she'd talk and sing to me often, and I could hear her. I know her voice, and it's not you."
Then who is it?
Suddenly, my blood ran cold when I heard someone behind me. "Babe, that was me. You could hear me?" "Isabel?" "Yes. Yes."
No! Not only did she have to steal her scholarship, she had to steal her boyfriend too? Oh my gosh, this is messed up. Oh my god, this is so sad. The plane is crashed. This is so sad. Why? Bro, who wrote this? This is too specific. It had to happen to someone.
Yes, it's you. She ran forward and hugged him, and then they kissed. Suddenly, I just
Technically, you guys haven't broke up, so I think that's technically cheating.
lost it. I pulled Isabel by her hair. "Are you completely crazy? You've been visiting my boyfriend and singing to him? Tell him you're lying." "I am not. He's mine. Let me go, witch." And suddenly,
The only
she
witch
pushed
is
me
you.
viciously, and I went flying into a trolley. I attacked her, and we went crashing straight into the machines. And the next thing we
Oh,
knew,
you could've-
we were both
When you went crashing straight into the machines, what if you were in someone else's room? You could have taken out their life support, bro.
thrown out of the hospital. I turned furiously to Isabel. "We're done. For good. You've become a hateful monster. I don't even know who you are anymore. But you're definitely not my sister. Finally." And with that, she left. I went on a very long walk to clear my head. And by the time I got home, Isabel was gone. The next morning, Mom discovered a
Thank
lot of
God.
things were gone too, including Dad's watch. "I'm going to report her to the police. I'm going to—" "Mom, just stop it. She's gone. That's what you wanted since you first saw her, right? And so what if she took Dad's stuff? It's hers too. Let it freaking go." A year later, I went off to university to study music.
Void you. Are you studying music? You can't sing. I guess you could still play an instrument.
If I couldn't sing anymore, I could still play. In my final year, I was leaving the campus one day when I stepped on a newspaper. It had Eric and Isabel's face on the front
Billionaire
page with the headline, "Billionaire to
Oh my god. She stole your scholarship. She stole your boyfriend, which she's marrying
Time
in
Not
2
in
weeks.
2 weeks." Well, good for them. But just a few days later, I walked into a coffee shop, and to my shock, I saw Eric there. And he was kissing a blonde girl that definitely wasn't Isabel. I just walked away. It wasn't my problem.
You should tell her. You should tell her.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Oh, what if you told her and she was like, "Well, I know about that. We have an open relationship."
And when her wedding day arrived,
You
I
pictures
just
of
couldn't not do anything. Even if she hated me, she was my frickin' little sister, and that's how
Yeah, she wanted your mom to die. She stole your boyfriend. She stole your career. She shoved you. She got you kicked out of the
I
hospital.
found myself
Oh my
bursting
God.
into the church and running like crazy down the aisle. Hold it! This wedding can't happen! As Isabel turned to look at me in horror, I ran straight at her and hugged her. I
Bro,
held on
that's
to
not
her
something you do in the middle of a wedding. Why?
tight as she squirmed and shrieked. OMG, you psycho, get off me. I love you, Isabel. I'm not going anywhere till you listen to me. As Eric looked super mad and everyone stared at us,
Still, you guys haven't really broken up yet. So technically, he's still cheating on you and marrying someone
she
else.
dragged me off to a small room. What do you think you're doing, Demelza? Isabel,
Oh, come on.
you can't marry Eric. He's a cheater. I saw him kissing a girl the other day. I swear, I'm not lying. You think I don't know about that?
I guessed it. What? People have an open relationship. No offense, you're crazy.
Well, I do, and it doesn't matter. I stole your man, and he'll take care of me. At least I got rid of you and your psycho mom, so just buzz off. Isabel, listen to me. You're just angry right now. I'm so sorry about everything. Mom was unbelievably cruel to you, and I should have fought harder. You deserved so much better, and you still do. Don't marry this jerk, please. Why do you care? Because you're my little sister, and I miss you so much. I had two things that I loved the most, my voice and you. I lost my voice for good, and I don't want to lose you too. Please, forgive me and come with me. Oh, Demelza, I'm so sorry for all the horrible things I did to you. I thought I wanted to marry Eric to tease you, but I now realize that everything I've been doing
It's a trap. The way you're saying it makes it sound like a trap. We got 30 seconds.
in my
Come
life
on.
was to not end up alone. I just wanted to belong to someone. You belong to me. You're my family.
Sweet home Alabama.
I made a promise to Dad to take care of you, and I will, always. And with that, we hugged each other and walked back to our home.
home,
Family always comes
Alabama.
first.
What a good video. Bye. See you in the next one. Bye bye.